If you're a dreamer, come in. If you are a dreamer, a wisher, a liar, a hoper, a prayer, a magic bean buyer, if you're a pretender, come sit by my fire. For we have some flax, golden tales to spin. Come in, come in.
If you're none of these things, Shel has asked that you please not waste your time. Let's give a big round of applause for Mr. Shel Silverstein.
It is so great to be here. Thank you for letting me spend the morning with my favorite audience, kids and dreamers. You see, in all my wisdom, I've discovered that kids are way more fun than boring adults. Sometimes I wonder if grown-ups have ever even learned how to have fun. Adults are afraid of trying new things, like befriending a lion, for instance. That LaPlante is and will always be my favorite lion because he is brave, adventurous, and a bit odd. But mostly what I love about LaPlante is that he is not afraid to shoot back. Now, most grown-ups wouldn't even think of becoming friends with a lion, and they have no idea what they're missing out on. And have you ever seen a hippopotamus make a grown-up sandwich? Or better yet, a grown-up make a hippopotamus sandwich? Most likely not. You see, a hippo sandwich is easy to make. All you do is simply take one slice of bread, one slice of cake, some mayonnaise, one onion ring, one hippopotamus, a piece of string, and a dash of pepper. That ought to do it. And now comes the problem, biting into it. You see, grown-ups are afraid of failing, afraid of not following all the rules, afraid of many things that I just don't understand. Now, a hippopotamus sandwich may be difficult to eat, but it is very fun to make. So why not give it a try? The way I see it is that even though I may be a few years older than you, and slightly balding, I don't consider myself an adult, a grown-up, a mister, or anything of that sort. Because unlike all those kind of people, I know how to have fun. And that's why the only name I like to be called is Uncle Shelby. Uncles are always fun. Crazy thing is, when I was a kid, about your age, I didn't like being a kid. I was a bit of a loner. I didn't fit in at school, and I definitely didn't have many friends. All I ever wanted to do was become a professional baseball player. Now that sounds fun. Problem was, I sucked. I would practice and practice and practice until I was exhausted, and even then, I still sucked. So I would go home and grab my sketch pad and start drawing. I loved to try to copy the faces off this cartoon called Little Abner. The faces in that cartoon were just so funny, I couldn't help giggling. That is how I got so good at drawing my funny cartoon characters. But sketching was not like being a great baseball player. Didn't get me many friends, and it definitely didn't get the girls. It wasn't until I was 18 years old when my life finally started looking promising. I had given up the dream of becoming a professional baseball player and embraced the fact that my only talent was sketching. I decided to go to college. I enrolled and committed 1 year of my precious time to 3 separate colleges. The first being the University of Illinois. Apparently, you're required to actually attend classes to not flunk out. Who knew? The University of Chicago of Fine Arts. Boy, I'll tell you, those professors should have paid me instead of the other way around, right? The third was Roosevelt. To my surprise, I enjoyed studying English at Roosevelt. I even went to work for the school newspaper, The Torch. But when I got drafted into the Army in 1953, I left Roosevelt to never return again. Now being a little older, but just as handsome, I look back at my college years as a waste of time. I feel that time could have been better spent, like traveling around Europe, meeting people, or going to the Far East of Africa or India, meeting people. That is what I love. meeting people from all around the world and writing and sketching about them. That is what I love, and because I love it, I am really, really good at it. Apparently, I didn't need that college degree after all. Who knew? Now when I travel, I not only sketch and write funny cartoons, poetry, and children's books, I also enjoy writing songs. I'm really good at writing lyrics. Singing, on the other hand, is much like playing baseball as a kid. I suck. At least that is what people have told me. Fortunately for you, I like to sing. I wrote this song some time ago, but I couldn't get anyone to buy my album. So I sold the lyrics to a guy by the name of Johnny Cash. I think you might recognize it. It's called A Boy Named Sue. My daddy left home when I was 3 and he didn't leave much to Ma and me, just a soul guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now I don't blame him because he ran and hid from the meanest thing that he ever did was left and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought it was quite a joke, got a lot of laughs from a lot of folks, felt like I had to fight my whole life through. But I made a vow to the moon and stars I'd search of honky-tonks and bars and kill that man who gave me that awful name. Thank you.
Shel, you have had an amazing career. As a cartoonist, a writer of beloved poems and songs for both kids and grown-ups. Can you give some advice to our audience, particularly the younger members, on how they can face their failures and succeed?
Well, I thought about that question, and probably won't be a surprise to any of you, but I wrote a poem about it. It's called The Voice. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
There is a voice inside of you that whispers all day long. I feel that this is right for me. I know that this is wrong. No teacher, preacher, parent, friend, or wise man can decide what's right for you. Just listen to the voice that speaks inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet the scholar behind Shel Silverstein, Mr. Cody LaPlante. Hey Cody, when you get done with your quaff there, tell us something about you. How old are you? What grade are you in? What school do you go to? All that business.
I am 9 years old. I go to the Patrick Avenue Academy of Art, Anarchy, Awesomeness for, it's a private homeschool for creative wingnuts that live to ski and love to learn.
So what'd you like most about your first year in young Chautauqua?
I liked learning about, I liked learning about Shel and learning about other people that he met. And, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Cody LaPlante.
Thank you, Eleanor Hamilton.
All right, we have a few more sponsors that